Liverpool and FSG face 7 big questions after summer transfer window. The business by Liverpool in the transfer window didn't meet with universal approval from supporters, so what now? So, how was it for you? After a summer of rumour, speculation and some actual business being completed, the transfer window has now closed for Liverpool. Well, at least until January. The chief priority, a new centre-back, was attained when the final whistle of the last campaign had barely left the Anfield evening air. Ibrahima Konate signed from RB Leipzig for £36 million. In terms of incomings, though, that was it. Instead, the focus was on shifting players whose futures were always destined elsewhere. A potential total of more than £40 million brought in with the sales of Kamil Grabara, Liam Miller, Marko Grujic, Taiwo Awoniyi, Harry Wilson and Xherdan Shaqiri. Gini Wijnaldum, of course, had already opted to leave on a free. Loan deals were agreed for Sepp van den Berg, Ben Davies, Ben Woodburn, Paul Glatzel, Jakub Ojrinski. Reece Williams, Adam Lewis, Leighton Clarkson, Jake Kane, Luis Longstaff and Shea Joe. Plenty of work done, then. But what tasks has the transfer window now prompted for Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp and FSG? Reintegrating the forwards. One area of the squad Klopp would ideally have wanted to strengthen was the forward line. The hamstring injury suffered by Roberto Firmino against Chelsea last weekend brought that into sharp focus. However, finding an available attacker with the right profile for the right price proved beyond Liverpool. Particularly when it was partly reliant on freeing up a squad space with the departure of a current forward. The Reds will keep on looking. Until then, though, Klopp will start making further use of Divock Origi and Takumi Minamino. The AFCON question. Greater involvement for the forward duo will become particularly important in January should, as expected, Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane take part in the Africa Cup of Nations. It's worth bearing in mind the January transfer window will have by that time opened, offering scope for strengthening the ranks. Naby Keita has also qualified with Guinea, but Liverpool expect their midfield options to absorb his absence. Midfield conundrum. Mind you, the departure of Gini Wijnaldum had prompted intense speculation Liverpool would sign a new midfielder. A number were monitored before Klopp made it emphatically clear there would be no such arrival, instead successfully. At least for now, pushing Harvey Elliott into a more central role. It's not as though Liverpool don't have enough options in the engine room. The concern regards the reliance and availability of some of them. James Milner will be 36 in January and the patchy injury records of Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain are likely to be tested to the full. A significant reshaping of the midfield could happen next summer. How extensive, though, will depend on the fortunes of those presently at Klopp's disposal. Liverpool's scouting team will be busy over the coming months. Fringe benefits for youngsters. Neco Williams and Nat Phillips were both touted as potential departures while Curtis Jones attracted reported attention ahead of the transfer deadline. All, though, remain at Anfield, Phillips having put pen to paper on an extended new deal. How much game time Williams and Phillips in particular enjoy may depend on how far Liverpool progress in the League Cup and the impact of Champions League football on the Premier League programme. Kai Gordon, the 16-year-old winger who impressed during pre-season, can also expect some involvement. The January sales. It may be a surprise to some, but Loris Karius remains a Liverpool player. The goalkeeper hasn't featured in a competitive game for the Reds since his calamitous Champions League final in Kiev 3 years ago. And the Reds will look to help find the player a club as soon as possible, with Karius a free agent next summer. Origi and Phillips were both available at the right price during the summer, and that may again be the case in the new year. By which time Neco Williams, who had been on the market for £10 million, will have a better idea of his first-team opportunities. Salah contract. Liverpool sporting director Michael Edwards wasn't just detailed with sorting out transfers and loan deals this summer. He spent a lengthy time helping negotiate new long-term contracts for a glut of key first-team squad players, most recently skipper Jordan Henderson. One in particular, though, remains outstanding, Salah, who is in the last 2 years of his deal. And securing the extra commitment of Salah in the coming weeks could be pivotal in shaping Liverpool's transfer plans next summer and beyond. with Maine and Firmino also out of contract in 2023. What next for Edwards? Then there is the future of Edwards himself, who is considering a fresh challenge once his Liverpool contract ends next year. That the news emerged so close to deadline day has added an extra layer of intrigue to an already remarkable development. Fenway Sports Group will hope to persuade Edwards to agree a new deal. If not, a key tenet of the success in recent years will have been lost.